Altor Electric Company's new manufacturing plant in Shelby, North Carolina. With a significant investment from ABB, this 259,000 square foot facility, which began producing DC motors in June of 2012, is the new home for ABB's DMI DC product line and will serve as the global center of excellence for DC motor production. The plant's equipment, processes, and workflow are designed to not only ensure superior quality, but also to meet competitive delivery cycles. With 32 different dies for rotor notching and the new automated commutator slaughter, the plant has the flexibility to produce any specified electrical design for DMI motors. This manufacturing flexibility, coupled with quick availability of key components like magnet wire, commutators, and end shields, means the plant is ready to deliver motors when customers want them. An experienced team has undergone extensive training, including 10 weeks of hands-on work in Europe, to perfect the unique skills required to build DMI motors. In addition, during plant startup, employees from the ABB facility in Västerås, Sweden, worked in the new Shelby plant to provide additional expertise. From pressing laminations and commutators to exacting specifications, to the handcraft of winding the rotor, to coil insertion in the stator, through final assembly. Shelby plant employees have embraced the technical art of building these advanced design DMI DC motors. Throughout the manufacturing process, rigorous tests are performed to ensure motor integrity. Each rotor receives a high potential test checking for grounds and a surge test on the rotor windings to check for misconnects and/or shorted leads. Stators are checked for perfect concentricity and parallelism. And every coiled stator receives a high potential insulation to ground check prior to final assembly. Every DMI DC motor is tested in accordance with IEC specifications, ensuring motors meet all design parameters. The commitment to quality also extends to the shipping department, where products are shrink-wrapped and placed in wooden shells suitable for export, ensuring motors arrive in perfect condition. With the investment in motor technology, a highly skilled workforce, and best-in-class manufacturing processes, DMI customers around the world will continue to receive everything they expect from a DMI DC motor. Quality, reliable performance, and on-time delivery.
Okay, good afternoon all. I think my voice is audible, I guess. Yes. Is it anyone just confirm me? Is it my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good afternoon. And I have just played one video, right? ABB Group company that's called DC Motor Manufacturing Plant, actually. That is a DC manufacturing company. And they're a subdivision of group, right? So they're just getting an order from ABB, and they're just marketing through ABB brand name. So Balder is one more company. So they got a subcontract from ABB, and they're just manufacturing the DC motor, and they're selling into in the name of ABB, right? So the brand name ABB, right? So it's a market ABB is a good company, so that's why. Like எப்படி சோனி மொபைலுக்கு brand name இருக்கும், but you could also develop manufacturing Sony product, but under the name of Sony you could sell it in market. That's the brand name. So the same way ABB is a brand name, right? So good afternoon, and today we are just going to see about a DC motor. So last class we have discussed EMF equation, right? So am I correct? EMF derivation, right? Yes, anyone just confirm me? Last class we have ended with the EMF equation, right? So today we are just going to move with the DC. Yes, Kavya, thank you. And today we are just going to move with the DC motors, right? So last class itself we have started that DC motor introduction. The same DC machine, just noted my word, the same DC machine is could able to run as a generator as well as motor, the same setup. By changing its inputs, we could able to run that particular machine into generator or maybe a motor or the same structure, same setup. So by changing its input, right? So here today we are in depth we're just going to move into construction working principle of DC motor and its types, right? So today's the topic is types of DC motors and the principal right working operation behind the DC motor we will going to see. And this is the same setup we have familiar with the DC generator. So I'm just going to give you that information about a DC motor. Here we have a stator, north pole, south pole. So today we are just going to see about working operation principle of a DC motor. I initially told that same setup, that's the beauty of a DC machines actually. Right, so generator motor run motor run generator run by changing its input. Right, I'll just recollect generator. So right, so for generator, north pole, south pole fixed, and I'm just going to rotate this rotating part. Right, so this is the armature part rotating. I'm just going to rotate it. So rotate panna through slip ring and brush I could able to get a power supply. Right, so this is what we have got idea from DC generator. In motor, the same setup it will be applicable here also. North pole, south pole, flux lines also flowing. The same rotating part also here. Instead of rotating, I am just giving a power supply. This is the difference between the generator and this motor actually. Right, so there itself you are just rotating manually, right? So the help of steam engine, steam power, or maybe a mechanical input power. So here what we are just going to do, so we are giving a power supply to this rotational part, that's called armature conductors. We are just feeding a external DC input power plus minus, that's why I noted it plus minus. So we are just feeding a plus minus power supply over here, right? So just now we are just going to in depth you could see. So whenever the current flow is flowing inside this closed path, right? So let us start it with this thing. So this brush is 1, 2, right? So through this brush, I'm just going to pass electricity, right? So electron is now coming. That's called I. Now it's flowing this direction. Now this blue direction, this direction, and this direction, and it coming all the way, and it will going to close the circuit. Right, so we already know the Faraday's magnetic Faraday magnetic induction law. Right, so whenever the current is flowing inside that any circuit or a conductor, it will introduce magnetic flux lines in around that copper conductor. Right, so in around that copper coil. Right, so I'm just going to use red color. So the current is flowing in this direction, upward direction. So we can have a direction. We will have a screw law. Right, so it will be in a clockwise direction. There is a flux line will be getting introduced. Now watch here main field, that's called I suffix phi suffix f, that's called main field is flowing, and we'll have a power supply in armature, that's called here we are just connecting. So through this flow of current, there is one more flux line is getting introduced because of current is flowing, because of we are just giving a power supply, right? So now there is one more flux lines it's getting produced, that's called this is armature. That's why I told phi suffix a, that's called due to armature current there is a flux lines is introduced, that's why I noted as phi suffix a. This notation is much important because of by notation only we could able to understood exact concept, right? So, and then the current is moving this way and then it's flowing like this, and then here the current is getting downward, right? So in the second side, this side, the same current, right? So now here current is moving this direction. So due to our screw law, so we could identify the flux lines will be flowing like this direction, right? This direction will flux will be introduced. That's called phi suffix a, right? So there is a one more simple thing, right? So here phi f, that's called main field is flowing this direction. Now one more flux line is introduced here. So you can see I'm just using green color for an induced flux lines direction. So this is flux line is moving like this, introduced flux line, that's called phi suffix a, moving like this direction. So I could give a notation like this, in the direction of in the current in the side in the so the direction will be in opposite to this conductor, right? So now it will be like this, right? So here pathina north pole, here north flux lines, inga south flux lines. So inga introduce pathina either north, either south, and this is north, this is south, right? So now here let's see here two flux lines are here, right? So main flux lines phi f in blue color, and now artificially I create panadu now phi suffix a. There is now two flux lines is now here. So these two flux lines is getting interact each other and it's going to repel and attract each other. Let's see. we'll have three things will be here, right? So one force is going this direction. That's called phi suffix f flux line. That's called one more force. So I can give a notation like my forefinger. That's called a forefinger is now indicates that my flux lines. That's called phi suffix a. That is phi suffix f actually. So I can have this my finger notation. That's called phi suffix f. That's called blue color. So down and have copper conductor inside that flux lines. I'm just placing a current carrying conductor inside that current carrying conductor inside this flux lines like my marker, right? So I'm just placing into that board actually. Now conductor will be like this. So conductor is now flow. It's like a rectangular shape. It will be look like this, right? So in a finger so the conductor will be look like this, right? So now current flowing into that board. Now direction current is flowing in this direction into the board. So I'm just having my middle finger, right? So let's see this middle finger. I'm just placing into that board direction. So 90 degree. So this also 90, this also 90. So now current is entering, right? So this is why I'm green color mark pannirken. The current is entering into that board. So for that purpose, I'm giving my middle finger over here, right? So I'm just giving a middle finger over here. So current is in this direction, right? Now one more flux line is introduced along this conductor. That's why I marked in the form of red color. Let's see. This blue color is going, and you'll have a conductor into that board. So in a current, I'm just allowing inside that board. Now there is a flux line is getting introduced because of current is flowing, right? So current flows na flux line introduce very first class discuss this conductor is made up of copper conductor, and I'm just flowing extra electrons. This electron is going to disturb valence electron in this copper conductor. It will have a disturbance in this last valence electron, and one electron is going to hit another electron. So now getting a multiple electrons. Now the electron is moving from one atom to another atom, so energy is getting released and absorbed. That energy is now in the form of flux line is introduced. ஸோ அந்த அளவுக்கு டெப்த்தாக பார்த்துருக்கோம். அண்ட் தென் நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணிங்கன்னா தெரியும். ஸோ இங்கே ஒரு ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. நவ் தேர் இஸ் அ ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் இஸ் இன்ட்ரடியூசிங். அப்போ இந்த ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் இஸ் கால்டு பிக் ரிவர். ஃபார் ஸ்மால் அனலாகி ஐ ஜஸ்ட் கிவ் யூ தட் ரிவர், ரைட்? ஸோ பிக் ஓஷன் ரிவர். நவ் ரிவர் இஸ் கோயிங் திஸ் டைரக்ஷன். ஸ்மால் ஒரு திங் இஸ் நவ் ஸ்மால் ஒரு பால், ரைட்? ஸோ ஸ்மால் பால் ஸ்டிக் வச்சுக்கலாம். இந்த சைஸ்ல ஒரு பிக் ரிவர் இஸ் ஃப்ளோயிங். ரிவர் தட்ஸ் கால்டு திஸ் ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் பிக் பவர்ஃபுல் ரிவர். And the small stick I'm just placing. அப்ப என்ன கண்டிப்பா this force is pull this stick into this direction, right? So and the direction indicate பண்றதுக்கு I will have one more finger that called thumb finger, right? So thumb finger is pulled into that this direction. So I'm just moving this thumb finger into this direction. So அப்ப கண்டிப்பா என்னவாகும், in the conductor is now pulled by this blue color force that's called magnetism, right? That's called this river. So definitely this small thing, I'm just giving my pouch actually. So like this is my rectangular loop conductor. I'm just placing like this, right? So current is entering this direction, and it's all the way, and it's coming this another side la pathina current is now outerward, the board la irundhu outgoing வேற மாதிரி வெச்சுக்கலாம். And then the conductor is pulled from this magnetic flux lines, right? So because of attraction force, right? So sorry, north pole, these are the north pole, that's called repulsion force. So definitely the conductor enavagum, it's now pulling, right? So that's called pull பண்றப்ப it will be moving slightly like rotation ஆகும், ஒரு half rotation. Now so 2 will be here வந்துரும், so 1 will be இந்த பக்கம் போயிடும். So that's called ஒரு half rotation நடந்துரும். So அதுக்கப்புறம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா மறுபடியும் இங்க இருக்கிற direction it's pulling again. So now the rotation will be happening. So rotation will be happening, right? So எனக்கு 2D ல காமிக்க முடியல. So நீங்க physically இருந்தீங்கன்னா I could demonstrate easily, right? So right, and then it will be getting rotated each other. So this is called Fleming left hand rule, I guess, right? So am I correct? Fleming left hand rule. So this is my flux lines. My forefinger indicates that flux lines. So it indicates that current flow direction, current carrying conductor, and my thumb finger denotes that. So the force in the axle and force order direction, thumb my conductor order force action, right? So direction kamikum. Either flux line direction, either current flow direction, either conductor order force, right? Thumb rule. That's called Fleming left hand rule, right? So with that the conductor is going to move into downward world. So இது வந்துட்டு outward ல வரும். அடுத்த half rotation ல இது இந்த பக்கம் வந்துரும், அது அந்த பக்கம் வருதுனா there is a continuous rotation will be happening. right? So final definition is that, so whenever DC மோட்டரோட பிரின்சிபல் ரொம்ப சிம்பிள் தான். ஸோ நான் டிசி ஜென்ரேட் ஈஸியாக புரிஞ்சுன்னா மோட்டர் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப ஈஸி, ரைட்? ஸோ whenever current carrying conductor is going to placed in between magnetic flux lines, it experiences some mechanical movement. That's called a mechanical force. That mechanical force, the bearing support, it's going to rotate. That's a small two sentence, right? So whenever current carrying conductor is placed in between flux lines, it experiences some force. That's called the principle of a DC motor. How you can find out the direction of rotation? That's called based upon Fleming left hand rule. So you could able to find out that direction of the rotation, right? So if any current in the direction in the segment commutator segment one only current is now entering in the sense, it will be anti-clockwise. That's called in the angle suthu, right? So இப்படி சுத்த ஆரம்பிச்சிரும், right? See, the current is entering in this direction, it will be now clockwise direction rotate ஆகும். That's all. So DC motor working principle ரொம்ப easy, right? So based upon Fleming left hand rule, you could able to identify the rotation of conductor direction, right? And இதுல டவுட் இருக்குல்ல, இது இஸ் a DC motor simple working and operation. Any doubt in this? So DC generator தான் வெரி ஃபண்டமெண்டல் பேசிக்ஸ், உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சதுக்கான லேட்டா ஸ்லோவா சொல்லி கொடுத்துருப்பேன். ஸோ இஃப் யூ ஆர் ஸ்ட்ராங் இன் தட், ஸோ டிசி மோட்டர் இஸ் வெரி ஈஸி, ரைட்? ஸோ சிம்பிளா என்ன பண்ண போறேன், நார்த் போல் சவுத் போல் வைக்கிறேன், ஃப்ளக்ஸ் இஸ் ஃப்ளோயிங் அண்ட் சேம் ஆர்மேச்சர் க்ளோஸ் பார்த்து வைக்கிறேன், பிரஷ் ஸ்ட்ரிங், அண்ட் ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் இன்டு கிவிங் இன்புட் பவர் சப்ளை, ரைட்? இன்ஸ்டெட் ஆஃப் மெக்கானிக்கல் ரொட்டேஷன் ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கிவிங் இன்புட் பவர் சப்ளை. ஏசி டிசி பவர் சப்ளை கொடுக்குறேன், கரண்ட் இஸ் என்டரிங் இன்டு தி க்ளோஸ்ட் சர்க்யூட், கரண்ட் ஃப்ளோச்சுனா மேக்னெட்டிக் ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் இஸ் டெஃபினெட்லி இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் ஆகும் இந்த 5A, பிகாஸ் ஒய் 5A ஆர்மேச்சருங்கனால ஏ போட்டிருக்கேன். And then already one more flux line is there, 5F. So definitely either magnet, both are now attract and repel each other. There is a rotation, it will be happening. This is working principle. Working operation. So principle is that, so principle two lines principle. Whenever current carrying conductor is placed in between flux lines, it gets rotated or it experiences some mechanical force. That's all, right? So this is about the DC motor, right? So எல்லா டவுட் இருக்குங்களா, எப்படி மோட்டர் ரொட்டேட் ஆகும், எப்படி ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன் ஜென்ரேட் ஆகுது, பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் we are just giving power supply, right? So up to this, any doubt in this? Anyone just confirm me up to this? No. Thank you, Kavya. And one more doubt, one more question for you people. I have a small questions for you. So right, so நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க. So I need one more answer. That's called DC generator. Will heard about this word, right? So it's a big issue in DC generator. So this is a big issue we have faced over in DC generator. That's called armature reaction. So அதை எப்படி நம்ம அவாய்ட் பண்ணோம்? So we added one more iron piece and we just wounded that armature conductor over into that iron piece and we produced MMF, right? So we produced MMF and we cancelled. That's called one more vertical create பண்ணோம், armature இந்த conductor எடுத்து வந்து rotate பண்ணிட்டு we just paste. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் நம்ம application கனெக்ட் பண்ணோம். Now it will produce MMF, right? So magnetic motive force. அந்த மேக்னெட்டிக் ஃபோர்ஸ் இங்கே இன்டியூஸ் ஆகிற 5A என்ன பண்ணிடும், கேன்சல் பண்ணிடும். ஆனால் ஆர்மேச்சர் ரியாக்ஷன் குட் பி ரெடியூஸ்ட் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம். தி சேம் வே, தி சேம் மிஷின் தான் இங்கேயும் இருக்கு, டிசி மோட்டரில் இதே சேம் மிஷின் தான் இங்கே இருக்கு. ஹியர் வாட் வில் ஹேப்பன், ரைட்? ஸோ ஹியர் வாட் வில் ஹேப்பன், எனிஒன் ஜஸ்ட் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட். நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க, ரைட்? ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் அ க்ளோஸ்ட் பாத், கரண்ட் இஸ் ஃப்ளோயிங், தட்ஸ் கால்ட் I current is flowing. அப்போ ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் இஸ் இன்ட்ரடியூசிங் 5A. There is attraction and repulsion force will be acting on this conductor. Now it starts to rotate. இதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன நடக்கும்? Anyone just find it? Anyone just find it? இப்போ rotate ஆகுது, இப்போ என்ன நடக்கும்? Please unmute your mic and just give me some hint actually. யாராவது சொல்லுங்க. கொஞ்சம் திங்க் பண்ணுங்க. லஞ்சுக்கு அப்புறம் திங்க் பண்றது கொஞ்சம் டிஃபிகல்ட்டியான ஜாப் தான், பட் இருந்தாலும் இட்ஸ் நீடட். என்ன நடக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? current is flowing into that coil, right? காயிலுக்குள்ள current flow பண்ணோனே என்ன ஆகுது, there is a flux lines is getting introduced. Okay, அதெல்லாம் டவுட் இல்லை. ஸோ அந்த flux lines introduce ஆனோனே main flux lines is going, அந்த flux lines கூட there is a attraction repulsion force is acting. Now it's getting rotated. rotate ஆனா என்ன நடக்கும் அடுத்த ஸ்டெப்? இட்ஸ் a big issue like armature reaction மாதிரி இங்க ஒரு ரியாக்ஷன் இருக்கு, அது மட்டும் ஆன்சர் சொல்லுங்களேன். anyone? நான் ஃபிசிக்கலாக கிளாஸ் எடுத்தாலும் இந்த இடத்துல பாஸ் பண்ணுவேன், ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக அதுவே பாஸ் ஆகிடும். என்ன நடக்கும்? கரண்ட்டு ஃப்ளோ ஆகுது, கண்டக்டர் ரொட்டேட் ஆகுது, ஃப்ளக்ஸும் ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகுது. இதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன நடக்கும்? எனிவன்? எனிவன் எல்லாம் இருக்கீங்களா? யாராவது ஆன்சர் பண்ணலாம். அதர்வைஸ் ஐ வில் ஜஸ்ட் கால் இட் நேம் இட் செல்ஃப், ரைட்? கொஞ்சம் திங்க் பண்ணுங்களேன். இட்ஸ் வெரி ஈஸி ஆக்சுவலி. திங்க் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இட் வில் பி வெரி இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருக்கும். நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க. கரண்ட் இஸ் ஃப்ளோயிங், ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் ஆகுது, ரைட்டு? 5A பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் IA கரண்ட் இஸ் ஃப்ளோயிங், ஃப்ளக்ஸ் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் ஆகுது. அந்த ஃப்ளக்ஸ் இந்த ஃப்ளக்ஸ் கூட இன்டராக்ட் ஆகுது, ரொட்டேட் ஆகுது. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன நடக்கும்? யாரும் யோசிக்க மாட்டேங்கிறீங்களே. ஜஸ்ட் திங்க். நீங்க ஆன்சர் பண்ணாதான் எனக்கு ஈஸியா இருக்கும். நீவன் அந்த பேட்ச்ல சொல்லிட்டாங்க, பேட்ச் 2ல சொல்லிட்டாங்க, கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டாங்க. இந்த பேட்ச்ல யாராவது கண்டுபிடிங்களா? நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க. இந்த கண்டக்டர் இஸ் நவ ஸ்டார்ட் டு ரொட்டேட்டிங் ஆனா என்ன நடக்கும்? 2 ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் இருக்கு, 5F and 5A. Now what will happen? ஓகே, டைம் போயிட்டே இருக்குப்பா, கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்டா திங்க் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க. யாராவது சொல்லலாம்? கிஷோர், காவ்யா, காவ்யதர்ஷினி, ஹரிவர்தன். Yes, induced EMF will be produced into the loop. Thank you, Harshavardhan. I am just expecting from you, right? உங்க பேர் மட்டும் மறந்துருச்சு, மேல இருக்கு, right? Harshavardhan answer is almost இல்ல, 1000% correct. Not a single percentage, 1000% is correct, right? So actually, EMF will be getting introduced. One more EMF is introduced because of generator, right? So நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா தெரியும். ஹர்ஷவர்தன் நல்லா கவனிச்சிருக்கேன். தேங்க்யூ ஹர்ஷவர்தன், தேங்க்யூ. யாரும் மைக் இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறீங்களே, மைக் பேச மாட்டேங்கிறீங்களே. மைக் ஆன் பண்ணீங்கன்னா பரவாயில்ல, ரைட்? Now Harshavardhanoட answer 100,000% right. So whenever the current is flowing, there is a flux lines introduced. So in the flux lines interaction ஆகுது, rotate ஆகுது. Once the rotation started, right? So once the rotation started, for example, rotationக்கு that's called 360 degree தான் rotate ஆகும், 360 degree தான் rotate ஆகும். That's why I told that angular velocity நான் rotation எடுத்துக்கிறேன். Now angular velocity is 0 at initial time. So now there is a flux lines interaction started, right? So அப்ப angular velocity is now getting increased 1 RPM. So 1 RPM அப்படின்னா 1 மினிட்டுக்கு ஒரு 60 செகண்டுக்கு ஒரு சுத்து தான் சுத்தும், ஒரு ரொட்டேஷன் தான் நடக்கும். ஸோ அப்போ நடந்ததுன்னு என்ன நடக்கும்? ஆக்சுவலி இந்த பிளாக் கலர் கண்டக்டர் இஸ் நவ் ரொட்டேட்டிங் along this axis, right? So rotating along this axis, right? In between flux lines. நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க. இதை நம்ம ஜென்ரேட்டர்லையும் பார்த்தோம். Flux lines is going, this conductor is getting rotated because of there is a flux line interaction 5A 5F due to current flow. Rotate ஆச்சுன்னா நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க. இந்த flux lines, blue color flux lines is changing with respect to time with this conductor. Am I correct? இந்த conductor rotate ஆச்சுன்னா இந்த flux lines கூட touch ஆயிட்டு இருக்க flux lines ஓட d5 dt is changing with respect to time with this copper conductor, right? So the same generatorல பார்த்தோம்ல அதே கான்செப்ட்ல now flux lines is changing with respect to this black color conductor because of rotating. அப்ப இதுக்கு பேர் என்னது? EMF is introduced இப்படின்னு நம்ம பார்த்தோம் ஜெனரேட்டர்ல. Here in motor இருந்தாலும், right? So motor இருந்தாலும் it will generate EMF, right? So it will generate EMF, that's called EMF. It will also generate a power supply, right? So இது என்ன ஆக போகுது? அங்க ஆர்மேச்சர் ரியாக்ஷன் பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா? அதே மாதிரி இங்க இந்த ஜெனரேட், இது மோட்டரா இருந்தாலும் it will, there is a one more EMF is generating. This generated EMF, just note it down. It's a big question. Generated EMF, that's called generated EMF. That's called back EMF, right? Are called back EMF. This back EMF is going to oppose the supply input. It will oppose the input power supply. That's why it's called back EMF, right? Or one more name called counter EMF. Counter na, it will be repelled each other. It will counter effect, right? So counter effect. It will oppose the given power supply. That's why it's called counter EMF. This is called a different name. generator EMF or back EMF or a counter EMF, right? So note it down. It's a big important 2-mark question or a 6-mark question in DC motor actually, DC motor, right? So how the counter EMF introduced? Because I'm just giving a power supply over this loop. There is a flux lines is getting introduced and it start to rotate. Once the rotation is started, that's called W equal to 1. Once it start to moving, there is a d phi by dt occur in this black color copper conductor. So right, once d phi by t is occur, na, there is electron flow is now flowing in this direction, right? So on the flux lines is going to oppose this given power supply, right? So this is called back EMF, right? Is there any doubt in this? How back EMF is getting introduced in this setup? I'm just going to rough it once again. So just anyone take a snap, and you will have a consolidation report last, right? Anyone? Just make it fast. Anyone just have a snap, and then I'm just going to rough it once again. Make it fast, anyone? Okay, Janani just took it. Thank you, Janani. And I'm just going to move into next screen. So in the back EMF mind concept vechukkonga, and then we'll go to next topic. So next topic in the sense that continuation, right? So hereafter, let's see. This is why how the DC motor is getting rotated and this EMF is getting introduced, right? So this all about DC motor working principle and operation. Because of rotation started working principle. Motor when I'm just giving input power supply, it gets start rotating, right? That's called the operation working principle. And Fleming left hand rule, it denotes that your direction of your rotating conductor, right? And then next on hereafter, we are not going to understood anything, right? So hereafter we are just going to analyze, right? So for example, analyze purpose, I'm just going to rearrange this entire diagram. That's called the north pole, south pole. This is called my stator. This is my rotating part. So hereafter I'm not going to write like this, right? So this is my rotor, that's called armature. Is my stator, right? So hereafter, so understanding purpose, last class we got discussed like this. So hereafter I won't recall this that structures hereafter, right? So hereafter we only call it as this is my rotating part, right? So this is my rotating part. I'm just going to rotating part in textbook in online the rotating part will be like it, they will notate it into circle form. That's called motor in the sense motor na motor. That's called rotating part. There is a straight small minus symbol, right? That's called a direct unidirectional power supply. That's called a DC input power. So M denotes that motor. So wherever see this symbol in our everywhere in this textbook or maybe a reference book, you could identify that. So this is DC motor. Hereafter, I'm just going to draw like this only, right? So for analyzing purpose, either I'm understanding in the draw hereafter we are just going to move with analyzing part. So that's why I'm just going to redraw this machine. So circle brush. Brush. So this is DC motor. M for motor, minus symbol for DC power supply. If you are just giving G under a minus symbol, that's called a DC generator. This is called a DC generator. G for a generator symbol and minus for a DC power supply. That's called power. So if I am just using M, alternating symbol, this is called motor, M for motor. So in the symbol alternating power supply, that's called AC motor. AC motor. Here only we are just using like this symbol. And this G minus sorry, alternate symbol AC generator. AC generator. Note it down. So hereafter I'm just going to moving this one. See, there are photo next one. I'm just going to drop it. Make it fast. So another fundamental slow up on electron and proton and atom and copper 29 copper coil motor coil coil fully made up of copper conductors. Why copper conductor? Copper specialty and current to pass empty flux lines is very fundamental. So that's why it's a little bit easy to cope. Feature easier. Anyone just took a snap? I'm just going to rough it once again. Make it fast. Anyone? Just so, 2 mark question. 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 2 mar Anyone? Yes. Anyone just confirm me? Shall I? Previous diagram, I just have a north pole, south pole, right? So, and we are just feeding a power supply over here, plus minus, the same thing, right? So, this is our armature. This is my stator. Here, I'm just paralleling writing with both diagrams, right? So, this is what my understanding diagram, right? So, wiring diagram, right? So, hereafter, I won't recall this then. I'm just going to recall this one, right? So, this is what my armature. Now hereafter, because of I'm just making a rotation circle now, this is called rotating, but that's why I'm just making it as a rotated diagram. And this is my brush. So the motor we are just giving a power supply, DC input power supply to this rotating part. The same way, we are just giving a power supply to this rotating part. My rotating part and armature. Hereafter, I'm just going to notate like this, right? So இதுக்கு input power supply கொடுத்தாச்சு plus minus. So DC input power, right? So this is what my rotating part order arrangement power supply கொடுத்தாச்சு. And then where is my stator part, right? So I'm just giving a stator part, right? So instead of giving a permanent magnet, I'm just going applying electromagnet. So let us take on battery. So plus minus. So rotor power supply கொடுத்தாச்சு. Stator I'm just giving tap பண்ணிட்டு. So I'm just going to make a coil and I'm just going to continue and I'm just going to close the circuit. So I need a strong magnetic field over here. So that's why I'm just go with the electricity power supply. That's called electromagnet, right? The same way I could connect stator like this. So stator is a stationary field that's called coil. I'm just make it as a inductor shape, right? That's called my coil. This is going to rotary part. That's why it's a circle. This is stationary field. That's why I make it as a coil. So this is a stationary field or field coil. இதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம இந்த மாதிரி தான் ட்ரா பண்ண போறோம், right? This is what my stator. This is what my rotor. Right? Any doubt in this up to this? இதுக்கப்புறம் we are just going to see like this type of circuits. இதே circuit தான் எங்கேயும் ட்ரா பண்ணியிருக்கேன். But in the form of this is called engineering circuit diagram. This is for our operating and working principle diagram. So the same diagram தான் I'm just make it as this circuit diagram. Any doubt in this? I'm just going to rough it once again. We'll go with it on small expression like DC generator, how much voltage could be introduced, right? So EMF derivation, same thing, right? So the same thing, I'm just going to derive a small expression for a DC motor also. So anyone just to give me answer. So DC motor input and output என்ன மட்டும் சொல்லுங்களேன். நிறைய ரொம்ப ஈஸியான கொஸ்டின் தான். DC motor input and DC motor output. Anyone? Just unmute your mic. DC motor input enna and output enna. Anyone just give me? Very question கேட்டேன்னா. Very easiest question.
Sir, input and the electrical power, sir.
Says electrical power.
Output and the mechanical power, sir.
And mechanical output is mechanical. Very thank you, yaar.
Sir, Kritik, sir.
Kritik. And இதே vice versa பார்த்தீங்கன்னா DC generator. So input mechanical rotation, output electrical power, right? So அங்க எப்படி நம்ம பார்த்தோம் EMF, that's called how much voltage it could be build up, right? So அதுக்கு ஒரு expression பார்த்தோம். So one second, I'm just going to rough it. So anyone just have a quick snap. Make it fast. கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக போகலாம் ஏன்னா ஆல்ரெடி நம்ம தெரிஞ்சது தான். I'm just going to discuss. So the same way in generator we have had expression, right? We came with an expression. So through that equation, that's called engineering equation, you could able to design our own electric generator. So based upon our customer requirement, right? So as a customer requirement, they have a different expectation: 120 volt, 220 volt, 320 volt, 440 volt, right? So based upon that, so we need to choose number of poles, number of conductors, number of speed, right? So based upon the speed, based upon conductor poles, we could able to design our generators. The same way அந்த voltage பத்தி outputல பேசணும். இங்க here our output is mechanical output, right? So here how much mechanical power could be developed, right? So for that purpose we'll have one more equation. We're just going to see right now, right? So I'm just going to rough it. I think someone had a snap, and I'm just going to draw that equation. So for that purpose, I'm just going to draw one more time. So that's called my motor, right? So motor we need a armature. So that's why this is my arm rotating part, and this is called a brush. I'm having a power supply, plus minus. So this is called my rotating part. So I'm just giving an electrical power supply. So plus minus. So here I'm giving a power supply. So E suffix A, that's called, this is called my armature. This is called my armature. So input power supply, input DC power, that's called E suffix voltage. A in the sense armature voltage, and this is made up of copper conductor. This is made up of copper conductor. It has its own resistance. That's why it's now connected with the armature. That's why it has a resistance of R suffix A. Because of A indicates that armature conductor, that's why it has a armature resistance. Because of it's made up of copper conductor, it has its own resistance. And now I'm just giving a power supply across this conductor, that's called E suffix A. Definitely the current is flowing inside that circuit, right? So now the current flow in this circuit is now current IE, right? So because current is flowing in this armature, that's called I suffix A. So IA is armature current, RA is armature resistance, EA is input power supply, that's called armature voltage, right? So just apply here simple KVL, right? So Ohm's law, what it may be for a network solution, right? So EA is equal to, so EA, that's called input power applied to this motor, is equal to IA into RA. Because of current is flowing in the circuit is now IA, it is multiplied with my resistance, plus there is a back EMF is introduced, right? So in DC motor last section, right? So last 5 minutes before, we have seen that there is a EB is generating, that's called back EMF, that's called counter EMF is generating, right? So now there is a back EMF is also introduced. So this is the equation, right? So I think my voice is audible, right? So input voltage, that's called armature voltage, is equal to voltage drop across this circuit, right? So EA into IA into RA plus EB, right? So doubt until, right? So I think no doubt. So in generator, so EG is equal to 5P Zn by 60. So we have came across this expression, right? So we came across this expression in generator. So in generator we call it as EG, and motor we call it as EB, right? So now we'll have a small thing over here. So total voltage is will be flowing like this EA, right? So total power is equal to what is that, right? So total power delivered to this armature. Now this is a voltage equation, right? So across the entire circuit. Now I'm just going to, because of DC motor is, what is a DC motor? It's going to convert so electrical power to mechanical power. Yes, is Kritik Sonamari. It's now going to convert to mechanical power. So electrical power, that's called electrical power, that's called PM is equal to electrical power. So EA is the input voltage, that's called EA, input voltage. Total current flowing in the circuit is equal to IA. This is total electrical power is now applied to this rotating part. Is electrical power. So electrical power formula, common formula. So power P is equal to V into I. This is a common formula. Electrical power voltage multiplied by current. So in this total circuit, EA is voltage and total current is IA. That's why total electrical power is equal to EA into IA. So in this circuit, I'm just going to rearrange something. Let's see. Now, electrical power, this is right. So starting, so we already know. So how much EG is going to generate based upon this N. So EG is directly proportional to speed. If the speed is high, the generated EMF is also very high. In DC motor also, back EMF, that's called, we call it as, instead of EG, we call it as EB, right? So back EMF. So the same thing, EB is directly proportional to N, right? So if N is very high, EB also very high. If N is 0, EB also 0. So at this case, let's see, at this case, we are just going to omega, that's called 0, that's called N is equal to 0, N RPM, so omega is 0, right? So at the mechanical side, I'm just electrical side, I'm just freezing here, second equation electrical side. While coming into mechanical side, so electrical energy is now converting into mechanical energy, that's called mechanical power, right? Is equal to, this is what my rotor, it's going to start to rotate, right? So இது எவ்வளவு rotate ஆகும்? For example, இது 0 ல இருந்து 360 தான் rotate ஆக முடியும். That's called 0 to 360. That's called movement, right? So angular movement. That's why we call it as, instead of that's called V, right? Speed, right? Distance traveled by time. Now the same thing is here happening. So but it's instead of distance traveled by time, here we are just going to give it a d theta by d. That's called angular theta in the sense degree. That's called d theta by dt, right? So it's now changing with respect to time. So theta, that's called 360. This is called 360. I'm just giving theta. Is now changing with respect to time. That's called d theta by dt, right? So further it's changing because if input power supply is very high, so again d theta is changing. That's called d squared theta by dt square. That's called angular speed. That's called omega, right? So and then one more thing. So this is called twist force. That's called rotational force. This is called rotational force. Rotate agudilla. This is called rotational. That's called twisting force, called torque actually. So that's called T, that's called torque, right? So torque multiplied by speed. So இது பாத்தீங்கன்னா speed வந்து RPM இல்ல. So I'm just going to convert it into radian per second. So I'm just going to convert it into radian per second. So 2 pi by 60 into N. இப்படி பண்ணீங்கன்னா you could able to convert rotational speed into RPM, right? So RPM க்கு change ஆயிடும். So this is called radian per second. Omega angradu radian per second. I'm just converting into RPM. That's called மாத்தணும்னா 2 pi n by 60 எல்லாம் multiply பண்ணீங்கன்னா you will get able to omega to n க்கு மாத்தணும்னா we need to convert it into 2 pi by 60. This is mechanical power, right? So this electrical power is now converted into the second equation, and this is my third equation. So PM is equal to EA into IA. This is electrical power. This is mechanical power. That's called T suffix G. That's called generated torque into speed, right? So this is rotate ஆகிறதுனால எனக்கு torque கிடைக்குது. That's called TG. So எவ்வளவு ஸ்பீடா rotate ஆகுது? That's called my N. That's called N இவ்வளவு வேகம் சுத்துது. அதே மாதிரி எவ்வளவு pulling power கிடைக்குது? That's called TG, right? So we need to find out TG, right? That's called a generated torque. That's called a mechanical output. So நம்ம சொன்னாலே generator எப்படி EMF equation we have found that, right? So the same way, how much torque, that's called how much rotational force could be developed, how much rotational force it could be developed. That's why we need to find out TG. In the equation PM is equal to in electrical PM is equal to right? So we need to equate to these equations, right? One second, just anyone just take a snap, and I will just going to rough it once again. Make it fast. Our last expression is easy, right? So this is electrical domain, this is a mechanical domain. Now the energy is now converting this electrical into mechanical domain. Eppadi relate பண்றேன்னு பாருங்க. Very interesting actually. Anyone just confirm me or text me? You have to just snap, I will just rough it. Anyone? Shall I rough? Yes, Johnny. Now electrical energy totally converted into mechanical energy, right? TG we need to find out. So now I'm just going to find a thing in that. So last equation eppadi draw pannom? So that's called PA, power across this armature. So EA into IA we have derived, right? So this equation number 2, I guess, right? So 1 or 2? 2, I guess 2. So total power delivered, total electrical power is delivered to this rotating part is equal to applied voltage into flow of current, right? So now I'm just going to find out IA, right? IA across this armature current. We need to find out IA across this armature current. So how could IA find out? So simply, so you could find, we have a KVL law, right? So here the input voltage and back EMF and armature current and resistance. Let's see, we can apply simple network actually. You can go with it. There is no branch actually. Branch and then KVL, KCL pola. So this is a one loop, single loop down. So you could easily calculate it by using Ohm's law, right? So here 2 voltage, right? So EA, this input power supply. This is one more power supply is introducing. That's called, it's opposing this power supply. So EA minus EB is equal to total drop, right? So IA into RA. Simple Ohm's law da. So this is my fourth equation. So otherwise you could also have EB also here. So you can also EB here. Now I'm just bringing this EB into this side. Right? So total voltage EA minus EB is equal to IA into RA, right? So I told that at initial time omega is equal to 0 because of motor is not starting. So at the initial time motor is not starting, so n is equal to 0, so omega is equal to 0, and then EB also 0, generated back EMF also 0. In this case, if EB is 0 na, total EA is equal to IA into RA, right? Am I correct? EA is equal to IA RA. I'm just going to replace this EA into equation number 2. I'm just going to replace this EA value into equation number 2. So already EA is here, right? So I'm just going to apply. So PA is equal to, so EA into IA. I'm just going to replace this EA, right? So I'm just going to replace, so IA into IA RA, right? So am I correct? So I'm just replacing EA is equal to IA into RA. So there is one more back EMF is getting introduced. So that's why there is a EB is also there, right? So back EMF also there inside the circuit. So that's why I just added back EMF. Right now I'm just going to multiply the IA into that circuit. So IA square RA plus EB into IA. So this is called fifth equation. This is called fifth equation. Note it down. So I square RA is now called temperature loss. That's called power loss. So I square RA, that's called power loss due to current flowing inside the copper conductor. There is a huge temperature is getting increased. That's called I square RA, power loss. So it's going to be neglected. So total P suffix A is equal to, so EB into IA. This is equation number 6 for a power across this armature. Equation number 6. Note it down. I'm just going to rough it once again. Equation number 6 is now power across armature, back EMF into armature current. That's called both multiplied by these things. I'm just going to rough it once again. Make it fast. Anyone just confirm me? I'm just going to rough it. 1 second, please. Anyone? Can I ref it? Shall I ref? Yes, just anyone text me. We have a snap now. Yara text panel clear. Janani or Kavya? Yes, thank you. And I'm just going to recall this equation. We have came across T, that's called PM, that's called mechanical domain, like Tg into N into 2 pi by 60, right? So we have derived already equation number 3, I guess, right? So I guess 3. So now we have an equation here. This is called mechanical domain. So this is my electrical domain. So I'm just going to equate these two things, right? So because of electrical domain is converted into mechanical domain, so that's why I'm just going to equate 6 and 3, right? I'm just going to equating because of electrical energy, this electrical energy is going to convert it to mechanical domain. So I'm just going to replace it. So EB into IA, this electrical value, electrical power is going to deliver it as a Tg n into 2 pi by 60. இந்த மாதிரி மாறப்போகுது. Am I correct? So because of electrical domain is now converted into mechanical domain because of rotational power, right? So now we'll have a EB value, right? See EB, this is called this one EB. So already we know EB value, that's called 5p Zn, that's called EB oda value 5p Zn by 60 into IA. So it's now EG, right? So நீங்க EG தான் EB னு சொல்ல வரும், right? So 5p Zn by 60 into already IA, here already Tg into N 2 pi by 60. So common term it now gets cancelled each other. So common term in the 60, in the 60, in the N, and remaining thing I'm just going to rearrange it. So we need to find out the mechanical torque, right? So I'm just going to bring Tg over here, remaining la indha கொண்டு வரலாம். Now because of I need to find out mechanical power. So அங்க அப்படியே ஜெனரேட்டர்ல பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா? So electrical output. So the same way mechanical we are just going to find out mechanical power, that's called Tg. Remaining la indha கொண்டு வரலாம். So pi p Z 5p Z into IA. So remaining la வந்துச்சுனா 2 pi. Correct? 5p Z IA divided by 2 pi. So this is called generated torque across my DC motor. So one second, I'm just going to draw here, redraw here, it will be for easy, right? I'm just going to write here. I think my board is visible. I'm just going to use my black color. So I'm just going to redraw to Tg is equal to 5p Z IA by 2 pi. This is constant. Anyone? This is constant. While running, what are the things? It will be constant. So what are the things constant? 2 pi constant, right? So 2 pi constant. Number of conductors while manufacturing, that is the constant. Number of poles constant. So remaining Tg, right? So directly proportional to either dynamic change. So current flow dynamic change, flux lines is changing. So this is the torque, right? So while flowing armature current only, the flux lines is getting introduced. Answer. So generated torque is now directly proportional to armature current. That's all. Right? Generated torque of a DC motor is directly proportional to flow of current inside circuit. So we draw initially, right? So one circuit, right? So initially we draw a circuit. So we introduce that's called rotational force. That's called rotational force. That's called rotating of this armature. Rotational force is called torque, right? So rotational force is called torque, and the torque of value, how much it may be. It's directly proportional to flow of current inside that circuit. That's called armature current. Fleming law, that's called the Fleming left hand rule. Current is flowing in this circuit, right? So the quantity which the pulling power of a rotor will be there, right? So this is the equation how mechanical power could be developed and how much, right? So this is the equation Tg directly proportional to IA. So have any doubt in this? Easy because of electrical power, that's called PA, is equal to applied voltage EA into IA. This simple circuit is now converted into rotational force because of electrical energy is now converted into mechanical energy, right? So this is the expression. So we came, we just finished up to here. So tomorrow classes onwards, we are just going to start types of DC motors. Types of DC generators. One is a self-excited. One more thing, anyone just give me types of DC generators. Two types we have seen, right? Based upon connections. One more type, self-excited DC generator. One more topic, one more name. Text me or just mic. Yes, thank you, Kavya. Separately excited and self-excited. Kavya and Kavyasri both are correct, right? So thank you for your answer, right? So thank you. And here the same way in DC motor we have three types, right? So I'll just write it here. So we'll have three types of DC motor. Totally three types. One is a shunt motor, shunt DC motor, series motor, series DC motor. Third one, compound motor. We'll see forthcoming classes, right? So three types of DC motors. One is a shunt motor, series motor, compound motor. So இது முடிஞ்சதுன்னா total DC machines over, and within 3 classes we will finish these 3 topics and we'll go to AC machine. AC machine is a good Tesla full வந்துருவாரு. இங்க ஃபுல்லா Faraday வந்தாரு, அங்க ஃபுல்லா Tesla வந்துருவாரு, right? So Tesla will be see later. So thank you for listening. I hope you will enjoy this DC motor session. So remaining ஒரு 5 minutes இருக்கு. So any doubt in this? I'm just going to stop my recording and we'll have a general discussion. I'm just going to switch over to my normal class.